Hey guys, so today's going to be a full voiceover. Here I am dancing to Shawn Mendes' new song, but we're just going to get right into it. I'm using my normal daily hydration moisturizer from e.l.f., my absolute favorite moisturizer. So good. It just really moisturizes the skin without being heavy, without leaving lots of oil on the skin. Then I'm going in with my eyeshadow primer, which is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. One of my favorites. I love it. I use it all the time in my videos. It's just so good. It cancels out all of my redness, but still provides a good base for shadows. Then I'm just setting my lids down with a shade from this Peachy Mattes palette by Too Faced, and I'm just taking a big brush and putting that all over my eyelids to set everything down. Then I'm going into one of my favorite palettes, the Persona Cosmetics Identity Palette, and I'm taking those first two shades, putting those all into my crease. We're not going to do a whole lot on the eyes today, so I'm just kind of defining the crease a little bit, blowing it out so we have some sort of definition in the eye. Then I'm taking probably my favorite shade in the palette. I cover up the names every time, so I can't tell you the name of it, but this shade is so beautiful. It's a purple color, but it's still very neutral, and it is just such a unique shade. I have no shade like this in my collection. It's so beautiful, so springy, and I just love this for all over the lid. If you just want to wear something simple, it's so beautiful. Then I'm taking this dark purpley matte, and I'm just stamping that on my lash line just to give me a little bit more of definition to my eyes. Then I'm taking my favorite mascara combo at the time, which is the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara and the Milani Highly Rated, and just putting that on my lashes, and then I put on some Pixie O2 lashes from Kiss. Now I'm just priming with my One Heck of a Blot primer, which is just my normal, it's the best primer. And then I'm taking an oldie, I haven't used this in a while on my channel. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. One of my all-time favorites. I was so reminded of how much I love this foundation when I wore it that day. It wore beautifully, did not break up, did not settle into my smile lines. It's so great. It looks light here, but it actually oxidizes down to my absolute perfect shade. I love this. I use shade 102. Then I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair Neutral, just canceling out the darkness underneath my eyes. I don't use a lot of this, just a little bit, and I'm just going to town underneath my eyes, although I really need to learn how to not make ugly faces when I do this, but you know, it's fine. It's good. Next, I'm setting my face first. This time I'm trying something new out. I'm setting my entire face down with my Coty Airspun Loose Translucent Powder. And then I'm going to go in and bake my under eyes with my Beauty Bakery Flour Powder. And I'm really going to set the under eyes just because I really want them to not crease. Actually went a little too heavy. I didn't realize how heavy I was going until I finished, and I was like, that's a bit much. So then I'm taking my German Blend powder and setting my smile lines. I'm almost out of this powder, which I'm panicking because it's a little expensive, and I got it at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, so we'll see how that goes. Then I'm taking those first two shades that I put underneath my lash line and doing that. Then I'm taking that beautiful purple shade once again, putting a little bit of setting spray on my brush to intensify it a little bit, and I'm running that along the lower lash line, which looked so pretty. Loved that. Then I'm taking my IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, putting a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line. Then I'm just dusting off all of this powder that's on my face. Then I'm taking my Mary Kay setting spray and just setting down my entire face. Then I'm taking my Essence Zen Club bronzer. I cannot put this bronzer down. I'm obsessed with it for my fair skin. It's just so beautiful, and I love it so much. So I'm just putting that all over my face, bronzing up the outer perimeters. Then I'm taking my favorite blush of all time, Milani Luminoso Baked Blush, and just putting that all over my cheeks. Nothing makes me feel prettier than this blush, let me tell you. And then I'm so excited. I finally got my hands on the Amrezy Highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. As soon as it's going out of, what's it called? It was like limited edition, and now you can't find it anywhere. I had to ship it from Dillard's in Georgia. Like, it was a process, and it cost a lot more than it should have. But, you know, it's fine. I have it now, and that's all that I needed, you know? Then I'm just taking this bright shade from the Persona palette called Sassy, and I'm just I'm just placing this in the inner corners. Do you see how bright that makes my inner corners look? It's so beautiful. I'm also going to be putting it on my brow bone just to, you know, make that look all pretty and lifted. Then I'm actually going in a little bit on my lower lash line right there at the beginning just to kind of enhance my eyes. And then I'm taking this Rimmel Stay Glossy Lip Gloss. I don't know the shade, but I will make sure to list it down below for you guys. It's just a beautiful pinky peachy nude. And the only thing is the scent and taste is really terrible, but it's still a beautiful gloss nonetheless. Okay, guys, that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.